Hello, I think everything's working. How are we? Though my camera does look a bit weird today. I'm not sure why that is. That is very odd. Oh well. It's there you go. Alright, let me just see if that hmm. I have no idea why it's doing that. I look so stretched. Never mind, never mind. Oh, actually, I think I know why that's not. Okay. That's really weird. I don't know why it's doing that. What is wrong with my cat? Why are you doing that? Right, all right. Let me sort that out because that's gonna bug the balls off of me. Right, come here, you. Where are you? Where are you? Thank you. There we go. Let's. Hello, I'm back. Well, yes, I pressed the wrong button. That happens. Okay, no, everything seems to be as it should be now. That's grand. Okay, lovely jubbly. Right, so yes, we are gonna do a paladin today. So last time I were doing this, I was on my hunter, the delightful hunter, and I was gonna finish him off on stream, but I wanted to play him, and I didn't really have the time to stream. So he's max level now. He's done a bit of the old raiding and not got bugger all for his troubles, and I've done the druid, and I'm in the process of trying to get her some gear. But again, it's not dropping. However, I've had this itching to get into the paladin because I really want to see how this class works in Season of Discovery. So I thought, let's do it. Let's do some paladining. Paladining? Is that a word? I don't know. It is now. Um, oh, that's louder than I thought it would be. Yeah, let's adjust. I was raiding last night, so I needed to have all of the noise on so I could be screamed at efficiently by my raid leader. I say that. He doesn't scream at me often. Okay. Which one's... I think it's that one. Yes, it is. Very good, very good indeed. Right, let's sort out the action bars. Actually, it's the first character I started afresh on stream. The last one I did, the old hunter, I was halfway through. No, let's get into the rhythm of Paladin. That goes there. Yes, jolly good, sir. We want you over there. I have no intention of being a holy paladin this time round. I did that when Classic first launched. I'll delete the button there. So let's sod voodoo for now. Let's put you there. Yes, this is always the fun bit about getting like a new character. Sorting out all of your add-ons. Add-ons up until time. Lock my bars. Happy days. Off we go. Oi, deputy. What do you want? Go speak to Marshal McBride. Okay. Oh my god, it's a 30-second thing. I've played too much Wrath Paladin. That's half an hour normally. Oh. Oh yes, this is where things get a little bit dark and ancient. So let's go and bludgeon the local vermin and do something unpleasant to some wolves. So, I hope you all had a good Christmas and you're looking forward to the new year. I'm glad to be mostly done with all of the social obligations of the year. I can't wait to go back to being a hermit who no one speaks to. Honestly, it's been knackering. I'm really not built for people. Hold on, I don't think me auto loot's on. Where are you, sir? Where are you? Controls? I'm still not all that savvy with the new interface. I'm still very much tuned into the old school interface. I say old school. It's now technically interface 2.0 because the old school is abysmal. But the stuff we had after vanilla up until Dragonflight, that interface, that's the one I like. Actually, I'm not sure when they changed it in Classic Wrath. I think they updated it when ICC came out. Either way, not a fan. Still getting used to it. I'm sure I'll be fine with it by the time Cata comes out, but I am a bit of an old curmudgeonly soul sometimes. Right. I'm not even sure what the first rune for Paladin's going to be. I think it might be Crusader Strike. I don't know. I'm assuming, because if you're going to give a Paladin anything at this level, Crusader Strike is it. But we will see. And I want to go get Howling Blast. I don't know where that drops or how I get it, but I am determined to get Howling Blast and be the world's least effective Death Knight. I mean, yeah, you can't dangle something like Howling Blast in front of a Frost Death Knight main and not expect him to eventually go and get it and just be like, yes, this is what I do now. I'm not actually even sure if Howling Blast works as it does in Wrath, you know, as it does for a DK in that time period. If it does, that'll be grand, but it might just have the same name and same icon and do something completely different. I don't know. We will find out once I start properly rune hunting. For now, we level and see how far we can get. We should be here for a good few hours, so should have no issue getting to at least, I say, level 10, 11, 12, maybe even 13, who knows. Let's go and bludgeon kobolds. It's nice to be back in familiar territory. Well, it's not like I'm unfamiliar with the Horde zones, but I am an Alliance player, so this is a bit more comfortable, shall we say. I know all of the routes and zones back to front. I can do it with my eyes closed. Some frayed pantaloons. There we go. Some hot pants for you. That's a stylish look. A big wooden mallet, and some new booties. You've got to wonder where these kobolds got them from. Okay, you're a dick. May the kobolds chew on your testicles. I will not be helping you, sir. You wanted to steal the mobs? You will deal with all of the mobs. Where are these vermin? I think the vermin are being exterminated with extreme prejudice. Yes. Vermin. No. Okay. Oh, there's some over here. Let's go and bludgeon the vermin. It's always the vermin that are the hardest. Actually, no, saying that, the kobold workers are the ones that usually are a bugger to find a group for. But I think everyone's thinned out enough now that it shouldn't be a problem. Well, it's been out for about, I think, over a month now, so it should be grand. And if you haven't seen it, go and have a look at the video I did on my little roundup of the first phase, if you will, of Season of Discovery. And yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the 40 bracket now. I wasn't all that fussed, and the idea of bracketing, I'm still not all that fussed on, really. I like to just crack on, but I appreciate why they're doing it. And to be fair, it does extend the life of the game somewhat. You know, if you force people to stay at a certain level bracket for a month or two, well, actually looking at the roadmap, it will be several months in some cases, then you will just get more out of them. I think this might be a new thing they do going forward to try and retain players, which will be interesting to see how that works. Player retention is kind of a bugger for WoW these days, but, you know, if maybe they made a quality product, they would stick around. Who knows? Okay, almost done with the vermins. I forgot just how wonderfully auto-attacky a low-level Paladin is. I really do hope the first rune is Crusader Strike, so that way I can just bludgeon something a bit more effectively. Because that was always the Paladin's downfall early on, in this, and not so much in TVC because you did get Crusader Strike, but definitely in vanilla if you wanted to play a rep Paladin and, you know, not be laughed at, which you would be laughed at, is you just didn't have anything to really do. You popped your seal, maybe a bit of seal twisting, if you were so inclined, with the odd judgment, but your mana would vanish if you even so much as thought about that. So, yeah, I think having something that allows us to whack harder and not have to worry too much about mana would be nice for a ret. Right, where's the Paladin trainer? I think he's in here with the warrior trainer. Yes, he is. Hello, Mr. Paladin trainer. I would like something from you. Relics of the Light. Oh, yes. How did these work? Okay. What do I get? Crusader Strike. Yes. And regeneration. Everything I just said in one spell. Beautiful. So, one of the Librams, one such Libram was held by the Abbey's archives, but was stolen by the fast bandits. Oh, I see. So, I think this is very much going to be like Shaman and Druid, where they glue something into their relic slot and have to perform some sort of weird dance. Which, if you watch the video I just did, I'm very much mixed on. It doesn't make a lot of sense that some classes have to essentially, well, in the case of a priest over there, attend a prayer meeting, and for paladins, druids, shamans, etc., they've got to find the item and then perform some sort of ritual and then get it. But then you've got warriors and hunters who just do. Yeah, that's it's a bit odd, and it does feel. Oh, you've stolen that mob from me as well, sir. You are a thief of mobs. I'll go and get the relic later. I'll go to the fires. Ooh, I thieved that from you. Terribly sorry, old boy. But yeah, it does feel a bit odd that some runes just need to be pressed and you get them, but others you've got to actually go and do stuff. As I said in the video, class flavor is all well and good, but it should enhance the experience, and as far as priest goes, it's just a bloody annoyance. So, I'm not sure how annoying it will be for Paladin, because Paladin don't really have that many spells. Well, no, they have a lot of spells, just not a lot of ones that you can use to do stuff with. I mean, they get an arse load of seals, but that's about it. Like when druids and shamans, they get these Libram ones. It's very much a case of go and heal X, or go and do bleed damage, or go and do whatever. For a paladin, it's just auto attack. That's it. You've auto attacked. Well done. So I do wonder. What did I pick up? Right, I've got one of them. I do wonder what it's going to be like for paladin when they get some of their later runes. What weird song and dance they're going to have to do. Right. It's nice going back to basics with paladin though. Just sit back, auto attack, and watch everything happen. This is how I played when 2019 Classic rolled around. It was an experience, and because I played Holy, I didn't even get the benefits of having anything respect. I just did this. Popped the old seal of righteousness and auto-attacked with the occasional judgment, and by the time I got to, well, Duskwood was alright because I had exorcism and consecration, but I didn't use those spells again until I was at level 50. So, yeah. The bane of paladins. But hopefully with Crusader Strike and some other cool shit, we will actually be able to decimate a bit. I'm not even sure what rune slots Howling Blaster's on, because if that's the same as Crusader Strike, that's going to be a bugger. So let's do a quick Google search. Paladin Runes Season of Discovery. Right, let's have a gander, shall we? Oh, get Seal of Martyrdom. Oh, so it's Seal of Vengeance, or whatever it's called. Oh, Seal of Blood, or whatever it was. Yeah, that one. Oh, Divine Storm, nice, that's one. Where'd you get that? That's okay, that's a hell of a trek. That'll be a big one to do later. But that looks good. I mean, it's Divine Storm. Horn of Lordaeron. The Paladin blows the Horn of Lordaeron, which... Oh my god, it's Horn of Winter. Aegis. Yeah. Divine Sack. Yeah. Okay, that's a Dispel. Avenger's Shield. Exorcist. Ah! Excellent. Rebuke. That's their Interrupt. Beacon of Light. Crusader Strike. Hand of Reckoning. Hold on. I thought Paladin's got Howling Blast. Have I been misled? I thought Paladin's got Howling Blast. Where's Howling Blast? That's not on. I wanted Howling Blast. Oh, that is most annoying. They do get some good stuff, but no. I wanted Howling Blast. Maybe that was a bait and switch. Look what the Paladins get. Not really. You assholes. Yeah. Oh, that is a shame. I was looking forward to that. Never mind. That was kind of the main reason I made a Paladin, to see what Howling Blast was like. But they do get essentially what is Horn of Winter. So, are they building Paladins to essentially be the Death Knight stand-ins, perhaps? I mean, that makes the most sense, but just give us a Death Knight. Give us level 1 Death Knight. I'll play the shit out of that. Aegis, which is good block value. Yeah, so that's your shield mastery for Paladins. Right, okay. Well, that is pretty cool. Either way, that's a shame. I really thought Howling Blast was going to be a thing. That sucks. Maybe we'll see it in a later phase or what have you. But that was kind of the big standout thing of that little trailer that they had Platinum WoW do, was, hello, here's Howling Blast. That's a bait and switch if ever there was one. Right, yeah. So I'll go to the Labourers, and then we can go and bludgeon the Defias and get my first rune. Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm not doing that first, it's just the way I do this zone. I always polish off the Kobolds first and then go and play with the Defias because they're always a little bit higher and meaner, and I want to be prepared for them. Right. Oh, well. That is a shame about Howling Blast. I really thought that was going to be a thing. Well, because it was shown on the trailer, I was hoping that would still be the case. Worker, no, Labourer. Hello, Labourer. You are going to have your head smashed in by a big wooden mallet. How do you feel about that, dear? Dodge your candle. I'm braining you. So yeah, now I've got a couple of level 25s on this thing. It's been fun to, I suppose, compare the experience because, as I have touched on here and there, I wasn't too fussed on my priest in the end because I made him because I wanted to play a shadow priest. Just because I thought, well, they're doing all these funny things with runes, maybe shadow priest is viable at low level and all of that noise. It really isn't. It's a bloody disaster. And yeah, maybe it'll be decent once we get more runes and, pardon me, maybe we'll get like a vampiric touch or something along with shadow form, and basically the things that I'll stick those on. I need those. Basically the things that make shadow priest good later on we'll get in the next bracket. So it might come good, who knows? But after playing Hunter and Feral, I'm not all that fussed. Like, Feral is amazing fun. I'm loving having wild strikes. It does so much for that spec and that class. It's unreal. And just being able to go, hey, I've got the Wind Fury buff. That gets me into every group I want to be in. Honestly, it's beautiful. Oh, I am losing health. This is not good. Don't kill me, sir. This is not on. I meant to kill you. Right, let's just do it Holy Light before I get bludgeoned myself. That is not going to be good at all. So, having a look at the runes, the next rune that we can get is what's it called? After we get the first one, that is. Inspiration Exemplar, which that's not all that interesting. It's just a debuff. So who knows? Or not debuff, a buff of some descript, I think. Yeah, I have no idea. My inspiring presence periodically dispels fear. It's Tremor Totem, essentially. So I think maybe that's in place of an aura. Who knows? Well, everybody's played a Paladin, but we will find out, I guess. Yeah, some of these are pretty good, actually. Like Rebuke. I mean, giving Paladins an interrupt. I mean, they haven't even got that in Wrath yet. I think that is possibly a Cataclysm inclusion. So just having them be able to stun and interrupt and do all those good things will make Paladins much more sought after in raiding environments. I mean, Holy Paladins already are in Classic. They are amazing. And, you know, if you're playing Alliance, you want Holy Paladins on your team. They are just the shit. It was the easiest thing in the world getting a group as a Holy Paladin the first time around. Literally went, I'm a Holy Paladin, and instant invite. You haven't got to fight for a spot if you're a Holy Paladin. But if you're a ret, or God forbid a prop, yeah, you might be up a certain creek without a paddle. But with all of these, you might actually be pretty good. And even Holy get Beacon of Light, which is insane. They go from the best tank healers to the best tank healers, as they are in Wrath at the moment. You just stick the beacons on and voila, job is done. But that is the one you can purchase when you reach friendly with the supply faction. I mean, fair enough. I mean, that's a bit annoying, but, you know, you could have given it some thought, but who knows. Hand of Reckoning. So we get a proper taunt. Does this work like Wrath? Like, if you've got the glyph? Let's have a look. While you know this ability, the threat bonus from Righteous Fury, no, it doesn't appear to be. It's an actual taunt. Okay. Still, prop paladins are looking pretty good. I might even go prop. If they are as good as they look, that would be a pretty decent tank to play, I imagine. Yeah, Avenger's Shield on the legs. Where is it? Aegis on the chest for the mana regen. Why am I going that way? Look at where you're running, and where is it? I'm just looking at it. Hand of Reckoning on the gloves. Yeah, so they're spread out for the good stuff. So I could easily have a prop paladin. So that'd be good. Anyway, let's crack on with the old leveling, shall we? Right, let's go hand that in, because I think I get something good from that, don't I? Ah, yes, I can get some booties. And I am at level 4, so I can go and learn Judgment, so that'll help me out whilst I go and bludgeon the local Defias with my impressively large stick. Because that's all that is, it's just a stick with a bit on the end of it. Right, Godric Hrothgar. I mean, my god, they went all out on the naming conventions for the low-level mobs. I mean, what's he called? Janos Hammerknuckle. You sound like a dwarf, mate. Do I keep a shield and do a one-hander? Not for now. Because there actually, I get a shield from a quest later that I don't even have a choice in, so I'll just take that. Right. Let's go speak to Marshal McBride, get my ability, and off we pop. But as I said earlier, I'm not overly sold on the bracketing thing they're doing. But having said that, it is nice for making alts and going and testing different things. Because the first time round, yeah, it's been about a week and a half, 2 weeks of solid gameplay to get to level 60, and I didn't even so much as look in the direction of another class. Why would you? You mean you're leveling, this is the main character you've chosen, go for it, you know, you got to get to 60, everyone else is, there's a raid at the end, go and do it. But with the bracket cap being 25, that doesn't take long at all. I mean, I got my druid up a couple days. Like here and there, when I had a few hours spare in the evening, I'd just log on, level my druid if I wasn't raiding or messing about my hunter or playing other games. And it did not take long at all, especially once I got... Ooh, and a bag. Okay, after unleashing 10 seals. Yeah, so I needed judgment, so that was a good call. And a blue bag. I mean, that's not a bad way to start. Because unlike with my other characters, I can't just send stuff over to this guy because they're all horde and he is not. Right. Let's unleash the seals upon thee. I will judge you because you've been a very, very bad boy. Right. So do that 10 times, get Crusader Strike, and life is golden. Okie coke. And I think after this one we can get the quest to go and pick up the grapes for a certain Miss Millie Osworth, or whatever she's called. And yeah, well, you do go through Northshire pretty bloody quickly once you know what you're doing. Like, it is one of the smaller starting areas, I think, but that does work in its favour. It's nice and compact, and you just crack on with it. You aren't spending obscene amounts of time running back and forth, which, in the case of some starting zones, is kind of all you do. The Ore Control one, for example, you just bounce back and forth between one particular cave in the end, and it does get a bit annoying. And same with Mulgore, it is just open space, so you just run everywhere. But Elwyn seems a little bit more thought out in terms of design, but I think that is because Elwyn and Westfall and all of that human zones were some of the first they designed, if I remember correctly. That's why they feel so much better compared to particularly a lot of the Horde stuff, because as I understand it, I could be wrong, but I believe I heard this / read this somewhere, that the Horde zones were done much later in development as opposed to all the Alliance stuff, like Elwyn and Westfall, Duskwood, etc. was all kind of their testing ground for quite a lot of it. I mean, if you see a lot of the early screenshots, most of that, and even some of the earlier trailers, is all done in the Westfall and Duskwood area. So that would make sense. But because of it, they do just feel a lot better to be in. Oh, this... Yeah, I need a new chair. Luckily, I'm getting one, so my bad back should be remedied very shortly. Ooh, hello. Chain pantaloons, yes please. So I've gone from hot pants to essentially leather leggings and now chainmail. That's a hell of a progression. Right, I need to... Oh, hold on. I can use this now. So this will give me Crusader Strike. Ha-ha! Gives me some mana back as well. Absolutely fantastic. Right, yeah, that pops you there. Jolly good. Off we pop then. Oh, that's nice. That's nice having an ability I can just press to bludgeon someone. Right, need 4 more bandanas. Actually, that's weapon damage, isn't it? And Seal of Righteousness is holy damage based on the attack. Yeah, okay, so I'm not sure if that interacts together all that much. So we will find out. Oh, do I brave it? Yes, let's brave it. I've got a new ability. Let's see what happens. Ooh, well. You, sir, were deleted. That's very handy. Oh. It's like I said in the video I put out today, is a lot of these runes are weirdly powerful for low levels. Like, I would never have been able to do that on this class originally. It doesn't have the oomph. Bandana, 2 out of 3, ain't bad. Yeah, it just doesn't have the oomph to carry this. So, you know, it is conflicting, because it's nice being able to just walk up and bitch slap something to next Tuesday. But again, part of the Draw Classic is that you can't do that. You know, this mob should, in theory, be able to kill me. And he's almost dead before he gets a swing in. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. Is that a better cloak? It is the same cloak I've got. Okay, so 1 more bandana, and I am grand to go. And then I can come back here and bludgeon more of you. Oh, yeah. You're going to be 5-minute blessings. Right, I'm going to stick you down there for now. That'll just be easier for me to reapply. Ooh, leather vest. Excellent. There we go. I am the most attractive paladin in the land in my mishmash of grey gear. Right, I'll hand that into... Oh, wait, am I still missing? Whoops. I didn't gather all the bandanas because always is a special. Right, let's go and get you. There's a gnome here. Gnome, why are you here? Go back to your snowy tundra. We don't want your kind here. No one likes gnomes. They are best used for punting and other extreme sports. Right. So I get a new hammer for this, don't I? Yes, I do. Ah, yes, a different coloured wooden stick. Excellent. Let's just have a quick glance over here. The second thing I can get, where is that? Gerard's Landing. Oh, okay, that's an Adventurer's Remains thing. Okay. I bloody hate those ones, because you need people with you. And I get that, but at the same time, if you can't find anyone, it's a complete arseache trying to get that sorted. Right, that's a tunic, if I kill Garrick, okie coke. Let's just go ham this stuff in. New hammer, so I should bludgeon more effectively. Excellent. Relics of the Light, yes, yes. So, yeah, the Paladin is an idle class when it comes to getting their runes, which, let's just see how annoying they get. think, actually, this might be the first time I get one of these items from this quest, and it's actually useful, because gloves is the glove rune is the first one you will get on all classes, it seems. I haven't come across one that I've played that hasn't been the case. Lies, Druid. Druid has chest one, so ignore what I just said. It's full of shit. But either way, I think, yeah, Hunt knows gloves. I'm not sure about Druid anymore. The Druid's the chest, doy. I mean, Shaman. I've got a Shaman. I can't remember what their first one is. I think it might be Overload, and that is on the chest. Okay, ignore what I just said. That was complete bollocks. But either way, when you do those quests, you get an item like that. You know, it's literally it's a vendor item they glued onto a quest giver. That's literally all it is. But usually it's in a slot where you already get an item, and it's equivalent in terms of the stats you get. It's just armor, but it's equivalent. So you don't really end up using it. It's just more gold. This might actually be the first time. Oh, bloody hell, they've spawned on top of me. That's not good. Yeah, this might be the first time I get one, and it's useful because I don't think you get a pair of mail gloves for doing this starting zone. So that's nice at the very least. Okay, now they're just spawning out of other Defias thugs. That's rude. Right? No, I can't use that. Yeah, I need to go and learn swords. Ironic that me, a paladin, needs to go and learn how to use a pointy stick as opposed to a stick with a thing on the end. Oh well, right. Where are these harvests? Let's go over ganders. There's one. This quest, when there's a launch, is the worst thing here. Remember back, again, in 29 Classic, it took me about 20 minutes to get this one done. And when Season of Mastery came out, I made a human warlock as my first character, and yeah, it was a bastard. I get why they layer these things at the start. Layering does get a bit annoying later on, I will admit, but at the start, if everyone was trying to do this, we wouldn't have a hope in hell of getting out of the zone. But then the clever ones do just ignore this first area and go and kill mobs elsewhere, which, you know, makes sense. I can see why. But I'm a bit anal about this sort of stuff. I want to do the zones properly. So I will go from the start, even if it takes me several hours to get through it. Ooh, Flimsy Chan gloves, you are worse. At least I can get coin for you. Excellent. So, yeah, having a look at the runes of Paladin, there are some pretty good ones. There is Divine Storm, like I said, but that is going to be a later job. Because I think, yeah, you've got to go do a load of quests, or a quest chain, or thing, or... Not quest chain. Yes, quest chain. But I meant to say, like, series of events. Yeah, it's quite in-depth, because apparently it starts in Ashenvale, which then sends you back to Stormwind, which then sends you to Red Ridge, which then sends you back to Ashenvale to go kill some demons. They're very high-level demons, apparently. Okay. Yeah, this could suck. But, I mean, you get Divine Storm. That's AoE. AoE in Classic is king. Like, if you can cleave, you are just everyone's friend in every form of content. It's what makes mages so obscenely powerful. They just dominate in both AoE and in single target. So Seal of Martyrdom, let's have a look. Well, how do I get you? So talk to Brother Romulus in the cathedral, take the western stairway down, go to an island at the river intersection. Oh, I know that place. And fight a level 10. Oh, okay. This one I can get. Okay, yeah, this one I can get pretty early then. So a lot of the Paladin ones seem pretty attainable early on, which is nice. So I haven't got to wander to the farthest reaches to get every single one. So I can live with that. That's pretty nice. There's one that I can go in Westfall, which is the Horn of Winter. Horn of Rodron. Horn of Winter. I'm never exclusive with Blessing of Might. Oh, I see. So it's one or the other. But that does strength and agility, where Might just has attack power. So I suppose it's, you know, either or, which one do you want? And in a 5-man, that might prove to actually be the better option. Maybe not so much in the Raven, you can get everything from multiple Paladins, but yeah, that's quite interesting, actually. And Divine Sack, I mean, it's Divine Sack. You don't... Divine Sack is from the annoying quest out in Ratchet, where you've got to go and get some bloody fish oil and ordnance and turbochargers, etc., etc. So, luckily, I'm not too fussed on that one. It's, yeah, that might very well be something that healers take more than anything, or maybe... Actually, I don't think the tank could take it, because they need the other stuff. Yeah, well, let's have a look. Beacon of Light is gloves. Yeah, I think Divine Sack might be something for your budding holy paladins, if I'm honest. I mean, obviously, if there's a fight that calls for it all, you can get your rets and your prots to use it. But realistically, I'm taking a look at all of the other runes available. Your rets and your prots are probably gonna bitch and moan if they've got to drop something useful for Divine Sack. 'Tis the way of the world, but there you go. Rets and prots, well, prots not so much. Rets don't often like dropping their DPS spells to use as defensive. Right. Oh, you're on the back, aren't you? I keep forgetting that, because in Kata, you're literally about here. Oh, Kata is soon upon us. All of the glorious lands of Classic are going to be gone, purged from existence once more. That is the biggest and saddest thing about Cataclysm for me is the loss of the old world. I do just greatly prefer the old world. I like being stuck on a ground mount. Again, it's preference. I know people would prefer to get on their flying mounts to across the world, and they aren't too fussed that certain areas get ripped in half because a dragon woke up. But I'm a bit of a sucker for the old zones and the old look of things. All the fire and death and destruction. Yeah, it does get a bit thin when everywhere is fire, death, and destruction because of one big ass dragon. But other than that, I think Kata will be a grand time. I'm actually looking forward to getting stuck in with the Cataclysm classes, because a lot of them are just really good fun in Kata. I think it was said a lot back then, but in Legion, that is, I think that's when people kind of agreed that everything was at its most balanced. You could pretty much play whatever you wanted in Legion, and I do kind of get that feeling from Kata as well. Like, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 specs, if you want to play a class, you can play it. There will be a way to do it. There will be a spot for it, and you will probably be able to do it pretty well, which is always nice. I need that. Thank you. Let's go and sell this crap. And so I want to play a mage, because mage just looks incredible, and I've been playing my mage a lot more on Wrath to like get him up to standard, you know, get him some tier gear. He's got a nice new weapon. I got him the Keldalar sword. I was running a daily on my hunter, and it dropped in Forge of Souls. I won it, and I thought, sod it, I won't sell it, I'll use it. Because my mage was in dire need of a new stabbing stick. So he's got that now, which is pretty nice, because it's also my favourite sword for transmog. So when Kata comes out, I can just glue that on everyone who uses a one-hander. And if it works like transmog and quest collection does in retail, I should also get the two-handed version, which would be nice. But yeah, been playing him a lot, getting ready, and I'm just going, as you know, I've gone through all the classes in Cataclysm, and even though there are some that I'm not too fussed to play in terms of being a main, I'm pretty happy to play all of them to some degree. I mean, I'd quite happily level all the classes and dabble in all the specs. Like, I'm not entirely sure if I will keep my druid as Balance and Resto, because I know I'm not maining him. So I might be able just to go Feral and see what Cat is like through leveling. It might be a nice change of pace, because that druid has always been Balance and Resto. He was made in Classic. And, I mean, you could play Feral in Classic, but it was a bit finicky. And most druids were healers, and he was one of my 460s. So I did a lot of healing on him, actually. He was the only healer I had, which I only had 2, to be fair, him and my Paladin. but the amount of luck I had on that druid was obscene. I ran Blackwing Layer for most of the phase on my Holy Paladin and was just very unlucky with drops. Things did not appear, and if they did, I didn't win them. Just the way the dices roll, I suppose. But on my druid, every good item that could drop did drop, with the exception of some new shoes. And I had, what's it called? The Reju gem from the dragon bosses. I won that on my second go through of Blackwing Layer on my druid, and I was bloody boggled because I rolled really badly. I rolled a 33. Not 33, a 37, sorry, which, as I'm sure you'll all agree, is a very, very low roll. It ain't great. You roll a 37 and you expect, I'm not going to win this. No, every other person who wanted it rolled below a 37. I thought my roll was tragic. Theirs was undeniably so. I was the first roll to go out, and I think they were all laughing like, haha, I've got this, you bastard. And they didn't. And I've even still got the Reju gem in my Druid's Bank, because it was just a very powerful item at the time, and even though it's not really worth a damn in Wrath and Cataclysm, it's a nice little reminder of the time I completely pantsed everyone on the rolls. Speaking of rolls, actually, my rolls last night was spot on. So it was a guild raid last night, and I took my hunter because we had none. I was asked to. And I went in because for my guild's alt weekend runs, we use the soft reserve system because it's mostly guild and friends, but there are a fair number of pugs as well. So it's the only way we can make it fair. And on that, I reserved heroic tier token. Deathbringer's Will, obviously, it's Deathbringer's Will. I want that. I want that so much. And what else was it? It was the ring from Valithria. Sadly, the ring and the trinket did not make an appearance, but is the way of things. However, heroic protector token dropped off Sarfang, and I only rolled a bloody 100. That was the best roll of the night. Actually, it wasn't. It was equally matched because we killed Blood Queen on a rogue as well. And the Vanquisher token dropped. Heroic. And the guy who won that rolled 100 too. He had 3 reserves on it, and his first one was 100, so the other two were just a tiny bit wasted. So yes, apparently yesterday was the day of 100s if you wanted a heroic token. And I was able to nab the rest of the 262 tokens I needed, so my hunter is actually in remarkably good stead after one run. Because no one wanted them for main spec, so I just gobbled them all up, which was lovely. Right, we've got to be careful in this tunnel because it is a bastard. It is actually horrible if you get caught in a respawn in this tunnel. I died a couple of times in hardcore because of this tunnel. Like, when there are a lot of people in this immediate area, the respawn rate is ridiculously high. And yeah, I've scouted through. Lovely jubbly. Right, just go and clobber you. Excuse me, I don't believe I wanted to speak to you. I was trying to deal with your friend. Oh, I see. You're going to run away. This is your mob, you wanker. That's right. Leave me to do all the hard work, you bastard rogue. Actually, that's a point. Is there a adventurer's remains in this cave? Let me just quickly consult the great oracle that is Google. Oh. I think Google just chat itself. No. Okay, Google is now responding. Google is having a meltdown. Google, are you alright, dear? Do you need me to call someone? Okay, lovely. No, okay, it's East of Giants Landing. Oh, that's right. So I'm pretty good for in here. Don't know why, but I swear I read something about one of these rooms being one of these tunnels. Okay, that's gold tooth. Let's just retreat because I will get my ass handed to me He is 3 levels my senior, and I don't think I will survive that with another mob on my ass. Be careful around here as well, because there's a level 10 rare just wandering. Narg the Taskmaster. So if he's alive, I definitely won't be. Okay. No, that's cool. So I can go in there and bludgeon that poor kobold. No, the rogue got him. Of course he did. Why? 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 Oh, that's your mind. Lovely. Pardon me. Actually, what profession should I do this guy? I don't know. Because I might just do engineering again, but my hunter's an engineer. My druid is my alchemist, and originally my paladin, he still is actually my alchemist in Wrath. So don't really want to do that again. Maybe a blacksmith. That might be handy, particularly if I'm not planning to do any healing on this character. With all the stuff we get, rare is definitely the option to go, or prot as well, actually. I might be able to whip up the epic, but actually, probably not in the time frame I've got. Either way, it still might be nice to have a blacksmith. Oh, you bastard, go away. Right, I'll go and deal with some of the outside mobs. Maybe I'll have better luck there. No. Okay, now that's freezing. I don't know why. Why are you freezing? Don't freeze. That's just terrifying. Everything isn't blowing up yet, is it? No. Okay, cool. Right, Mr. Tunneler, I am here to whack you over the head. Jolly good. So, yes, I do believe that island there is where one of the runes are. Apparently, I've got to go and speak to some bartender in Stormwind, and then they will tell me to... Ooh, is that a chain chest piece? Yes, it is. Hello, dear. Yeah, apparently they will tell me to go and duel this person, and I will get a Seal of Martyrdom, which... it's basically Seal of Blood, so it does damage to me as well as the target. Which I think that was the Blood Elf version of Seal of Vengeance. I believe. I could be wrong there, but I don't know. I only ever played a Blood Elf Paladin in Mist of Pandaria when all of this didn't matter. So I don't honestly know. Let's just go and have a look. Yes, Seal of Martyrdom fills you with Holy Spirit for 30 seconds, causing each of your melee attacks to deal 30% weapon damage to your target, but you lose equal to 10% of the damage inflicted. While this skill is active, your party and members... Oh! I'm a mana battery. Huh. Okay. That... Oh my lord, that is going to make paladins very sought after. I mean, I imagine at some point priests will get vampiric touch. It only makes sense. You know, if Rets are looking this good, they need to give Shadow a couple of bells and whistles as well. So I imagine one of the... I'm hoping, actually, one of the rune slots we get in the next bracket for, like, the rings and stuff is, in fact, vampiric touch, because priests just need that to play. Like Shadow does, anyway. To be a decent, like, DPSer, Shadow priests really need vampiric touch. But it's weird that paladins have got it. Was that a thing on the original Seal of Martyrdom? I don't know. I mean, if it was, I didn't pay attention. I don't think the original Seal of Vengeance had that. So I will... Oh. I couldn't find the mute button in time, but excuse me. Been a bit sneezy lately. Oh, bollocks. Let me heal. Don't be a bastard. Oh, that should do. Oh, that was a very impressive sneeze. Ow. Moving on to... Ooh, hello. Shovel. And new cloak. I had this shovel while I was my paladin for the first time. There is something about bludgeoning kobolds and murlocs to death with a massive ass spade that you just can't beat. It's someone's yelling for the light. Someone else is yelling for the light. Is there a prayer meeting nearby? Feels like it. Paladins and priests only. Right, that's all the things I need. While I'm down here, however, I am going to do these quests. Because I might as well get them out of the way. It wasn't really until I went back and started playing Classic that I started paying attention to these quests. Because normally I just forget about them, I'd ignore them. But I was trying to be as efficient as I could with my leveling. Why is there Okay, that really confused me because this shouldn't be here, and it's bloody huge. This is the mage thing where you depolymorph stuff. In the undead starting zone, I'm not sure if it's the same anywhere else, but it's melons. There are just melons lying around Tirisfal. And for a good hour or two on launch night, me and the people I was playing with in my guild, we would just bludgeon them to death. It wasn't until, actually, I was left alone with one of the mages, and I was like, hold on, just, it says polymorph, use polymorph on it, and then someone appeared. And that was a little bit mind-blowing, I won't lie. Right, go and speak to Billy because he's a little shit, and he has definitely nicked a necklace, and in return for returning said necklace, he wants a pie, but he doesn't actually have the necklace, so you make him a pie, and then he says, oh yeah, by the way, some rat in the mine has actually nicked it. Have fun, you bellend. That's the guy yelling for the light. Maybe he has some sort of problem, I don't know. Touched in the head, perhaps. Right, let's go and bludgeon these boars. That's not fair. Right, you come here. I'm going to spade you. Stove your head in with a shovel. How very farmer. No. No, you are a boar. You should always have a chunk of meat on you. It's literally what you're made of. You are bacon on legs. I mean, very tough and possibly not that tasty bacon, but bacon nevertheless. I think as well at some point, I will probably do a stream where I run around and gather up the last of my runes on all of my characters. My priest is missing quite a few, mainly the healing runes. I never really fussed with those because I didn't intend to heal, but I might as well go and get them before the new bracket comes out. And my hunter is missing 2. He's missing Lone Wolf, which is from that really annoying quest, or what have you, from the dude in Ratchet, so I'll go and collect all the stuff for that. That will be a hell of a trek in and of itself. And he's missing Serpent Spread, which is one that when you fire multi-shot, it applies Serpent Sting to all of the mobs you hit. So whether or not that's going to be good later on, I don't know. It's not really used much at the moment, but for collection's sake, definitely, let's go and get it. My druid's missing a couple. Luckily, I've got all the ones I need for Feral, except Skullbash, but that is just getting your rep up, so I just have to go get a few of those waylaid supplies, and I should be grand. Go on, die, you bastard. Thank you. But yeah, the priest is going to be the biggest pain in the backside on that front, so I might do him first, get him out of the way. Because if I do end up healing, for whatever reason, I would like to be appropriately equipped. Right, let's go speak to Mabel McClure, the young lover. Ah, yes, right. Yep, go speak to Tommy. See, normally, actually, what I do is go and farm these little buggers before I go and start the quest, but didn't think of that this time round. Oh, I'm very gassy at the moment. I've been for the last week. I just keep burping. It's not fun. I don't know why. Oh, hold on. Phone. What do you want? Okay. Right. Up we go. Go hand that in and then go speak to Tommy. And we should be grand. Okay. Pork belly pie. Oh, that does sound nice though. I do love a bit of belly pork. It's possibly my greatest weakness is belly pork. Yeah, I remember once we came back from holiday and oh, they're kiting Hogger. That's dangerous. Yeah, we came back from holiday and the chest freezer that we had, like all of our meat stored in, just packed up. So we had to cook a load of it up, and my dinner that evening, it was a small mountain of belly pork and other assorted meats, and I had never been happier. I am quite happy just to live on it. Obviously, I'd have a heart attack if I did, but yeah, I am very, very fond of belly pork. Right, I've got to go speak to someone. I'm speaking to Granny. Hello, Granny! Right. What do you suggest? Go speak to William? Yes, okay, I'll go speak to old Willy boy. Okay, and then I think after this, he sends me into the mine to go and kill Goldtooth. Do that, and then hand that in, then I can run back up and speak to Will, and he will give me a quest to go and fiddle with the local Murlocs. And it's all coming back to me. So, yes, I think I will just make this character my blacksmith. I'm not sure, actually, if after this I'm going to bother leveling too many more classes. I will at some point, but I don't want to get bogged down with having N characters to juggle. I'm quite happy with the number I've got. Because I know my guild and all of that, they're Horde, so anything that we do as a unit will be over there, and I wanted to try Paladin purely because of a spell that apparently is not even here. Hopefully it will appear next phase. That's really rather annoying. Surely that's just a big fat lie. Yes, you can have Howling Blast! And you don't have Howling Blast. That's just rude. That is mean. That's a bait and switch. I'm unhappy with this process, Blizzard. Give me Howling Blast. I want to be the world's worst Death Knight. Like maybe I'll get it on my ring slot or something and give me a bit of cleave. Oh, imagine Divine Storm and Howling Blast in the same rotation. That would be Cleave Central. Right, cool. Yeah. Actually, I should be fine. I'm a bit higher now. Almost level 7, so I might even get 7 by the time I get to the guy I need to kill. That'll be grand. Yeah, lead tunic. Oh, actually, that's a scroll of spirit. Very nice indeed. Let's scoot forward a bit. Oh, I'm scoot forward. Good lad. Right, yeah. If I do blacksmithing, I've got to take mining as well. There's no point not. Gather all my own resources and what have you. Like, I do kind of... I never really done it myself, actually, until Wrath. But I do kind of get why people do it, and that is having two primary professions, or crafting professions, and not gathering professions. Because when you're raiding, you do tend to get more out of the crafting professions than you do the gathering. I mean, up until Wrath, you didn't even get any sort of bonus for having a gathering profession, and the ones you do get are just minor. Like for mining, you get a stamina increase. For herbalism, you get like a little heal dot thing that you can glue on yourself, and skinning, I think it's like an increased crit chance or some such nonsense to beasts. So yeah, they really aren't that great. But you know, with crafting, dual crafters get their own specialized gems, which there's a hell of a lot more stats on them. Oh, bugger! Right, come here. I need to eat and what have you. Get myself back up to form before I go and bludgeon your venerated leader. I might actually see if I can find a raid later. Would be nice to go back into Black Paladin Deeps because I haven't done it this reset. I just haven't had the time. But yeah, go in, see if I can get myself some items. Because whenever I go in, I walk out with either one or no items. And mostly it's none. I think the only thing I've gotten from there, I'm not even sure if my priest did get anything from there when I was playing him. My hunter has received only the belt and obviously the quest rewards, so they're pretty decent. I mean, the outlaw saber, it's like what, plus 24 attack power or some such, and that's insane. But you know, it would be nice to get some tier, get the trinket from the last boss, because trinkets are just gold dust at a low level, even though they are a bit more frequent in Season Discovery. There are a few you can get. And having one with like 20 attack power on is... that's going to be there for a while. And I would like to have at least one character with that before the next bracket comes out, because I don't really see how they're going to handle the raid, the old bracket raids when a new bracket comes out, because unless they scale, who the hell is going to go back to Black Fathom Deeps once we've got Gnomeregan? You're not really going to stick around at level 25 to go and do it when you could be on your way to 40. I mean, they might go back and farm it for the world buff. I mean, the world buff won't be that impressive come the higher brackets, but who knows, you know. There might still be enough of a reason to go back in there once we're at level 40. It'll be a cake roll, obviously. Probably even 5 manable. But, oh no. Go away, Tunneler, dear. I don't want to deal with you. Does this do more damage with the steel active? I honestly don't know. No, it doesn't feel like it. It's just a crit that if it goes well. Alright. Right, Goldtooth, my man. My man? Well, he's dead. I meant to say Bernice, my lass. Okay. Ding dong. Let's head back then to Goldshire. Have I changed my thing? No, I still at Northshire Abbey. Okay. Let's make our way back. And yeah. Level 7 already. Not bad. It's been what? An hour and a bit? If that? Yeah. A little over an hour. I'm pretty speedy at getting through. Not the fastest, of course not. Why is there a fire beetle? Okay, so apparently it's not just rams that are polymorphed in this area. There's beetles as well. I mean, that's more variation than just some melons. But it's still very odd. Who's going around polymorphing all these weird bastards? I mean, you kind of belong there. You're a sheep. You've always been there. But yeah, the beetle and the ram, those are new, and those are very, very odd. Right. Where do we go from here, actually? I think it is, yeah, you go into the Murloc quests, and then you go up to the Jangle Lode mine. Is there something in Jangle Lode? I think there might be. Yes, there... Jasper Lode. Where's Jasper Lode? Is Jasper Lode in West... well, no, it's Jangle Lode in Westfall and Jasper Lode in... I don't know. There's so many mines. I confuse the bloody things. Yeah, apparently Aegis is in there. So that's... okay, cool. Right, yeah. Jasper Lode. Okay, so Jangle Lode is Westfall. Right, I just got confused. I mean, they're very similar names. It's a very easy thing to do. Right, gotta go speak to Mr. William Pestle. I want to get to level 8 then before I go up there, because I need Purify, which requires level 8. And then I can go and get a new rune, which is very nice indeed. Right, yeah. Let's go get the Kelpons. So we'll go and do the Murlocs and then run back down to... what's it? Mabel McClaw. Hand that in, and hopefully I should be near enough 8 then. Can do a bit of XP grinding. And then I can go up there, get that. And I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to do Ret or Prot now, because Howling Blast was kind of the main thing that I wanted to go and get. And if that isn't actually a thing, then... yeah, Prot looks like a good idea. Oh, and I imagine once a Prot Paladin gets Consecration in this, they're going to have a grand old time. They might even be the best tanks going. Because that was kind of the case for Paladins in later on in their life cycle, is once they started getting the toolkits to actually tank, they did fairly trounce warriors. Their AoE capacity was unmatched, and frankly, they just didn't die. I think the only thing that... Ooh, is that better? Crack sledge. It is. That's massively better. Okay, right. Let's just glue you on then, sir. Thank you for my new bludgeon stick. What was I saying? Yeah, and I think the only thing that I'm not too fussed on in Cataclysm, as when it comes to prop paladins, there that is that Ardent Defender is now a button and not not a I died. What a bellend. This is why you shouldn't talk and kill things. You get easily distracted. Yeah, Ardent Defender, the cheat death that they have, is now a button, a defensive you need to press, as opposed to a cheat death, which is a really annoying thing. I don't understand why we needed that change. Ardent Defender was... You could rely upon Ardent Defender to save your ass. Anyway, but to be fair, I don't think any other tank had anything like it. I mean, Blood DKs, pardon me, had, I think, Will of the Necropolis, it was called. So they could, at a certain health level or a certain amount of damage taken in one hit, they got a bit of a defensive, but it wasn't a straight up cheat death like Ardent Defender. So maybe that's why they changed it, because it did kind of make them a bit broken, and they could just tank abilities that other tanks physically couldn't, because they wouldn't die, and it was on a relatively low cooldown. I forget the fight now, but I remember there was one encounter, I think it might have been in Ulduar, that went on for so long and was hitting for so hard that our Paladin tank actually procced Ardent Defender twice, which, yeah, as abilities go, having one that just saves your ass from outright death is potentially a bit broken. I need to get some lotions and potions, but just get this heal off. Go on. Yes, okay, good. I should be fine now. Right, another heal and I'll be grand. Please don't die. Please. There we go. Lovely. So now you've got all of those. If I get that one off you, then yeah, we should be in fine. Right. No, no frond. Right, let's shift you down, actually, because you're in the wrong place for my quick eating and drinking. That's not fun. One more frond. And yeah, I think the hand-ins for the subsequent quests from this should get me to where I want to be. Then off to the mine, can get the new rune, and just see what happens, really. Because for the time being, I can still use Crusader Strike if I opt to go a tank build. Because what does go in the glove rune if you're tanking? I know it's something good. Aegis for chest. Avenger's Shield is the legs. That's pretty good. I've got to go to Red Ridge and kill a rare elite, apparently. Well, if he's rare, that's a bit shit. Hopefully he is just an elite. If he's a rare and he's tied into that, that is just not fair. Yeah, Hand of Reckoning. So, okay. And I won't get that for a while. So yeah, even if I go a prop build, that should do nicely. Now, one of the things that makes prop paladins not worth playing, but makes them feel good to play, is Templar's Verdict. So I don't have that yet. Maybe we'll get that in a later rune. So swapping out Taunt for Crusader Strike might be situational. I think for leveling purposes, and while actually saying that, Hand of Wreck increases the threat bonus of Righteous Fury, so you will have that on even if you probably don't need the ability, because that's a lot of threat and that's a lot of mana gain and stuff. Yeah, causes you to gain mana when healed by others. Pardon me. That was a TBC thing, if I recall. Basically, if you had a holy paladin healing a prop paladin, the mana loop was insane, especially if you chucked a shadow priest into the mix, and yeah, you would go out of mana. TBC, a simpler yet slightly insane at time. Right. Yes, yes, it's ready. Come on, give it to me. I will... Ah, some healing pots. I need those. Very good indeed. Right, thank you, Willie, old boy. Let's go speak to the young lass so she can go and bone her boy toy on the other farm. I mean, you're a bit close to all of the ravenous gnolls, so if you aren't paying attention, you might have some eavesdroppers, and that's probably not going to be fun for you. Who wants a gnoll just slobbering all over them whilst they're trying to get it on with their boyfriend? That's just not fun to think about. It's getting a bit dark in here, isn't it? Hold on. Ta-da! Yes, I need to get a proper light fixture, I think, for this. Because whilst these are funky, and they are quite nice when I'm just on me Todd, and they give a little bit of light so I'm not complete darkness, they aren't the most effective for lighting me up on a camera. So I think I will have to go and find myself a proper light. It'll blind me, of that I have no doubt, but it should at least illuminate me enough that I am not in complete darkness. Right. I'm bad, am I? Yeah, fair enough. Right, let's go get... Where am I going to put you? I'll put you there, don't I? Happy days. That's what I wanted, so go learn Purify, and then off to the mines I go. Yeah, so apparently I'm bad at WoW. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I get where you're coming from, but also, I don't really care. I just like to watch things go kaboom, and frankly, having Crusader Strike and other such wonderful things do rather help in that department. Oh, no, get up the hill. Hill? No, up the hill. Again, I'm still wrestling with the English language. We aren't really on friendly terms. A few words are still coming out wrong. Hmm. Oh yeah, I got to go do the old blacksmith training. I can do that here, can't I? Weapons. No, I've got. Oh no, actually, got journeyman blacksmith. Yes. Though I'm not sure if I can learn mining here. Purify. Ooh, divine protection. Skill crusader. Ooh, yes. Ooh. Ooh, actually, yes. Now I'm remembering how I play this shit. Right. So it was always pop that on the target and then go back to. Yeah. Okay. Divine protection. That was just a baby version of Bubble, Holy Light rank 2, and Le Purify, and things are starting to fill out nicely. Right, yes, give me that. Can I learn mining here? I don't believe so. Well, that's a bit shit. Right, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. Keep that, actually, that's pretty decent. I'll keep that for now because I might end up going. I want to keep that because that's bandages. I need those for the later. Stone. Do I need? Yes, I can make some stuff with the stone. I believe. Professions, blacksmithing. There we are. Very good indeed. There we go. Yeah, I can make some weight stones. I don't really want to because that uses up linen cloth, which I need for first aid, which I need to go and get now. Whilst I'm here, don't forget, I also want to know why this lady is dressed in naught but a tank top and a mini skirt, and you are in half plate mail and Santa trousers. I mean, I know you're getting pissed and everything, but good God, man, could you not have coordinated a bit better? Like you weren't entirely sure if it was a fancy dress party or a Christmas party. And I'm not even sure that's guard armor. That's just random plate that's been glued onto you. I mean, I think the chest is guard armor, but the gloves and shoulders are definitely not. Anyway, moving on. Position. There we go. Words. They don't get on with me. Right, first aid. I need to make a few bandagios. Oh, yeah. Crack on. There we are. Right, bandages. Very nice. You can just go there in a spot of bother. So, we head now to the Jasperlode mine. I can get the Aegis, what's it called? Rune. That'd be grand. See the martyrdom? Yeah, so when I head off to... Actually, I can get Rebuke as well. Where do I get Rebuke? Check. Speak to a bartender. Okay, so I've got to beat up the local drunk. Okay, yeah, that'd be nice. Well, an interrupt. That could actually be good for some solo content as well. I mean, there are some... I don't know who the rude one is, dear. I'm assuming just a rude one. I also hear from the old man you have the unmentionable disease. Or at least your other offspring do. So are you all holed up then, hiding from the world? Oh, that's a Murloc. Oh well, obviously I hope she gets better, but at least it's not everyone. Because obviously Harry's been a bit naff lately, hasn't he? So I think he'd be right. Well, he'd be up a bloody creek if he got it. So I take it we shan't see you this weekend then. If you're all hiding. Oh, what's this? Hello. Dead Acolyte. Is this a warlock thing? I'm going to say yes. Right, yeah. So did that. Cool. Yeah, so that's how I played Paladin the first time around. Okay, yeah, this is a warlock thing. Moving on. Well, do get better soon, but or just don't catch it. That'll have to be a plus. But yeah, tis a bitch. They lose it, you lot get it. Yeah, I don't blame you. I shall just wave at you over Discord like we normally do. Right, I forgot to go learn mining. I'm gonna probably go to Stormwind in a minute so I can go learn it. I don't think there is a mining trader outside of Dwarven District. I could be wrong, but I don't think there be. I'll just double check that actually, so I don't run over there for nothing. Yeah, it's the time of year, and it? Everyone's coming down with Summit, so it's bound to crop up. I mean, I've been feeling bloody awful. Right, mining trainer L Forest. Is there one? No, I don't think there is. Okay, so I do have to go to Stormwind, I think. No? Actually, apparently there's a bloke in... No, he's added later on. He's a jack of all trades type individual. Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay. I do have to go to Stormwind to learn that. Right, grand. I mean, I've seen the size of your belly, so I imagine there is a fair amount of it. Ooh, sometimes, actually, there is a rare at the back of here, so let's go and have myself a nosy. Probably nout there, but you never know. Might get lucky, might get another bag. That's wishful thinking, but hey-ho. Actually, I've got to find this bloke I've got to purify. Where is he? He might be at the back. Yes, dear, I'm imagining it's... there's the rare. I was right. She is there. Good times. Yeah, I'm imagining it's to something I said in the Season of Discovery video. About the crafted epics and whatnot. So the rare is here. That's the first time I've seen it. And that's the bloke I've got to see. So I am in the right direction. Excellent. Good times, good times. We proceed onwards. Hopefully no one comes and fucking yoinks him. I want that rare elite. Elite. Well, I do say these things with a degree of intent when it comes to making folk chuckle. Right. Healing pot. Purify, because this is getting a bit dicey. Right. Botheration and ball sacks. I'm probably going to meet my maker. I need some mana. Right. It is at this juncture I feel it wise to flee. I'm just fiddling around with a Paladin because I was misled in the trailer for Season of Discovery, like the launch trailer or whatever it is they want to call it. They showed Paladin as having a rune for Howling Blast, and I was like, yeah, let's do that. You know, Paladin, a sort of pseudo Death Knight. That'll be fun. And I made a Paladin, started playing. I was like, what level do I get it, I wonder? And then I googled it, and it doesn't exist. At least not yet. So hopefully it's a later rune, perhaps. Because Paladin do have a rune they can get called Horn of Lordaeron. It's Horn of Winter. Operates the exact same way, just different flavor. So, yeah, probably see it at a later date. Yeah, I was debated. Me, an avid Frost Death Knight, was shown a Frost Death Knight ability in Classic. I'm going to run away again. Leave me alone. Actually, well, I'm this far away. Bandage! I thought I was going to get him then. Yeah, but I just want to see how Paladin works. And obviously there is no... oh, shit. There's the big boy. Oh, shit sticks. Though this might actually prove beneficial. Get your mana and your health up, you bellend. Quickly now. Quickly, quickly. But yeah, if I could play a Tauren Paladin, I would. But unfortunately, it's not Cataclysm yet, so I can't do that. Ah! Oh, you bastard! Don't drag them over me. That's a death sentence. Oh, you arse bandit. Right, let me just polish him off. So at least if I die, I die. Has the quality dropped, does it? Hold on, I shall check on my end. Everything seems fine to me. Are we sure it's not your ever so dodgy internet? Because, yeah, your internet is about as reliable as a chocolate teapot. Yeah, I don't know what it could have been. Right, you there. Yeah, because I'm looking at my end and all the things I've got running, and it seems to be the same shit. Ah, okay, Rune of Aegis. So this is a tanking rune, but I have got naff all else, and it does say block value. Cool. And I think there was a mana regen component to it as well, so it's better than a kicking face. So what I'm gonna do is run up to Stormwind, learn mining, and start the kerfuffle for a couple of runes, because there is one where I got to beat up a bar patron for being a drunk in a bar, which is you'd think is kind of their target audience. And then there's one that sends me to this little island to beat up someone. There you go. You can have that, my friend. To beat someone up, and I get a new seal that I can use, which looks actually amazing. Seal of Martyrdom. I swear that was a Blood Elf rune. What link in chat? Of what link do you speak, good sir? Are you going to hermit elsewhere, or are you just working on the bathroom at long last? There's no lame Paul the Whimperer here. That's a shame. Right. Yeah. So let's just double check the runes that I can get. So I can get Rebuke, which is the Interrupt. That's nay bad, but 10% of my base mana. That's quite an expensive cast. However, where is it? Rune Seal of Martyrdom. Where are you, dear? Yes. That's a lot of mana gain, and I swear Aegis, doesn't that... No, it's just increased block. Okay, I thought there was a mana component to that. I must have misread, but there are a few other mana components, like with... Ah, okay. Oh, that thing. Yeah, I've got that as well. I have no idea, but for me it's at the top. I don't know what it is really. I I've tried being rid of it. It hasn't worked. So I just stopped paying attention to it. Oh, hello, we've got ourselves a Warlock tank. Spellbound. That is a cracking name for a Warlock, mind. That man knows what he's doing. Have you got like a Rambo bandana? Okay, never mind. Boon of Blackfathom. That must drop in bloody Darnassus for the Alliance. Oh, fun. Yes. Well, it's yeah, I've got to put up some curtains later. We put some up yesterday, and that was an arseache trying to sort it out because we lost the drill bits for the drill, and the battery on my drill has packed up. So we had to borrow a drill from a neighbour and then go and get some more drill bits because ours evaporated. They should have been with the drill, but they were not, and it was just a thing. So yes, that was fun, and I've got to put up new curtains in the bedroom. DIY. It's not fun. I mean, you might like it. I bloody don't. I'm quite content with the blinds I've got, but a certain someone isn't. Right, do I speak to you? No, I speak to you. Morgan Pestle thing. I will go with the rocket because I can do some cool shit with that. Right, let us head over here. Festigat for the win? Oh, the names, yes. There is a delay that seems to be getting longer and longer. I'm not entirely sure why. So you're responding to things that happened a while ago. I need to add that delay. I swear I did that when I started. I reduced the delay to be as minimal as possible, but there we go. But to be fair, we did get some cracking names. You know, we got Putricide, we got Festiger, we got Rotface, and I got a few other good ones. Actually, on the Thresh account, I've still got half of your names saved. You need to take them from me at some point. Dwarven District, learn the thing. So onwards to the mining. Let's go. I'm still contemplating whether or not I go. No, I think I'll just stick with the two-hander approach for now, and keep a shield and a one-hander back for those times I really rather need it. Just pop you up there because humans do get some good toys to play around with. Right. I'm not a millennial, you asshole. I don't see the point in faffing with something that works. I'm quite content with the blinds. It's just that, and once, to be fair, once I had the tools, it went up fairly quickly. It was just sorting out the tools. Because you know, if your battery's knackered on your drill, not much you can do about it. We've got a new battery arriving Tuesday, and I don't know where all my drill bits went because they should have been with the drill. They were up here at some point in the office, and the drill's still there, but everything else evaporated. Right. Let's check the old Google, the Grand Oracle itself. So go speak to a chap in the cathedral. Okay. Take the western stairway down. Hey? Western stairway, western stairway. I think I know what that means, but we shall find out. Yes, I'm one of the Gen Xy people. I don't know which one. I personally couldn't give a monkey's which one. Right, brother Romulus, Romulus, you bastard, where are you? I think you are down here. No. Well, looking at the map. I'm sorry, has this always been here? I knew it was on the other side. I don't quite recall. No, surely not. This has got to be new. Oh, go and get fucked. Surely this. I don't recall this being here at all. I know the other side did because of the warlocks. I did. No, I refuse to believe this was always here. What the fuck? Right, okay. Well, I've got to go speak to this brother Romulus character. It said Western Stairway. I assume this is this should be the Western Stairway. It's on the right side. But right, it says speak to brother Romulus first, so let's go and do that. And then we will see what we can find. Hello, 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 hello. Where are you, brother Supplicant? You're there for the priestly things, right? Oh, target brother Romulus. Yeah, you're over there in the corner. Hello, good sir. Right, yo. Young Paladin, Ada Gelhart, has gone missing. She disappeared last night and no one's been able to find her. She was last seen in the catacombs of this cathedral. Some of the brothers claim that Ada had been acting strangely in the days before her disappearance, more shifty and withdrawn. I'm afraid that's all we know. May the light protect her wherever she may be. Right, let's go and have a sniff. So take the western stairway down, follow it to the lowest level to find a note on a ledge next to a candle. The lowest level down. Yeah, we'll go back to Classic and see if this is here at some point. But I swear to God, I I have been in this cathedral countless times. Never have I seen this place. So, lowest level, that means over here. Lowest level next to a candle. Ah, there we are. Right. This page is singed in multiple spots, as if someone had hastily tried to burn it. Some of what remains is legible. Ada, I'm pleased to hear Island, Darkened Bank, where are agents? Yeah, okay. Mitchell's. Who is this Mitchell's character? Will we see more of him? I don't know, but we can go and bludgeon this Ada character in a moment. Right, we need to go to the park and go and beat up a belligerent drunk and go and get the rebuke rune. It's still very, very off-putting seeing a giant-ass demon wandering around. Bye! Right. So let's just double check what it says for that one. Where are you? Rebuke. Right. Speak to bartender Liv Bradford in the park. I think I know where that is. Business is poor due to a local drunk. Talk to Stuart, level 10, and defeated for the rune. Well, that shouldn't be too bad. I have enough things in my toolkit. I reckon I can deal with level 10. Pardon me again. I've seen a few quests like that, actually. Quests. Drunks. There's one in Thunder Bluff I've seen staggering around. So, perhaps that's for a shaman quest. Well, I imagine a lot of the shaman and paladin stuff is very similar. I've only got my shaman at level 10, so I can't speak conclusively on that. But I would imagine that quite a fair number are similar, because obviously that's the area is the right place. Liv Bradford, dear, how's business? Bounce him, yep. Right, where is Stuart? Stuart! Okay, time to go home, dear. Stuart, darling, you're making a fool of yourself. Oh, in fairness, you can take a hit. And for some reason, I'm now engaged in PvP. Why are you dodging? This is wrong. No. Right, take a rocket to the face. You're actually taking a pounding. Jesus. I did not anticipate you would be this challenging. Right, up you go. Holy light. Yeah, bloody hell, you are, you're a mean bastard, is Stew. Healing pot, lovely. I can't believe I'm actually having to use healing pots and shit. But it is actually quite nice, because one of the biggest complaints I've had with Season of Discovery is the open world is not a threat anymore. But, you know, with this mob effectively kicking the spit out of me, I mean, he's unconscious. Can I rifle through his pockets? What now? Live. Okay. Rune of Rebuke. It's nice to get some that are just runes and not happy things. Right, okay. Well, I'll glue that on my legs. And that's that. That was bloody awkward. Right, I normally... This is going to be interesting, because I normally stick my interrupts there, but on my Paladin, that's where I stick Consecration. I will just leave that there for now, because there's not really much in the way of filler spells for a Paladin in general, so that can just stay there. Right, that's that. Okay, so let's... I didn't buy a bloody mining pig. I'll see if I can find a trade goods vendor or something. Way back down there, I think I will take a detour to this little island, and no, let's go this way, and see if I can get that seal of martyrdom, because it does seem pretty good, and it just seems worth the hassle. And then I should be good on seals for a little bit. Yeah, happy days. Onwards and upwards, friends. Right, trade goods vendor. Where might one find one of those? That's a very sexy geared rogue. He's got feet of the lynx. Surely those are the feet of the lynx. They are. It's a bloody wonderful pair of boots, that is. He's got those. Oh, that's nice, nice, very nice. Lungs of the Fang. This is a very well-dressed rogue indeed. Seal of Rin. Bloody hell, they've been busy. That means they've done Stockade. And then the thought question, that's got to be red. That's got to be nasty. Ah, Stormwind, how good it is to see you once again. I've been in Orgrimmar a bit too much lately. Right, trade goods, trade goods. Is there a trade goods vendor in here? Trade supplier. Excellent, I was correct. Mining pick. Thank you, darling. Let's just pop you there. It's an apple, sort of. Right, sell all of this shite. I don't need it. What I do need are more bags. We will see what I get. Okay, let's move forward. Yeah, let's go take a detour and get that seal. Wonder why I got put into PvP for beating up Stuart. I know he's a human, but he's a dickhead and a blithering idiot. I don't see why I need to be flagged for player versus player for clobbering a drunk NPC. Oh well. It's only 3 o'clock. Ooh, bloody hell, this has gone fairly quickly today, isn't it? In fair, I've been up for a long while already, so it's about time the day started picking up some speed. Right. Actually, where is it? There it is. Find minerals. Oh, see, there's some there. I would have completely ignored them otherwise. Let's go and mine those up. Smelting, let's pop you there. Excellent. Very good indeed. No! You thief of veins! No! 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 Curse you! Curse you, fellow Paladin! Those would be my veins. There's one down here. That will be my vein. Let's avoid the Defias, Bandit, and the Wizard. I don't want a scrap, so this bastard can come and nick my veins. Actually, at some point as well, I need to go and level up my my hunter's professions because his mining is a bit behind, which is odd. Normally, mining is one of the ones that I get up pretty quickly. Luckily, my druid is capped out in her professions. Alchemy and herbalism is possibly the easiest combination to level. Well, actually, I think skinning is probably easier, but it's yeah. Herbalism, alchemy, sorry, is probably the easiest crafting profession to level. Now, blacksmithing is, on the other hand, possibly the most annoying because having enough bits and pieces and what have you in order to actually make something, even at the lower levels, is a right arse. Right. So, yes, if we have a look on the map here, this is the little island to which we need to go. Because, yeah, just ignore the quest for now. I'll get here when I get here, but I want to get that seal because it looks fun. Based on what I read, it's this little island at the intersection of all 3 zones. So, who knows? Hopefully that's the right place. My local knowledge of the map should... Oh, hello. Let's go and get this vein. Should serve me well here, but who knows? Who knows? Right. Yes, mine away, mine away, mine away, mine away, mine away. Right. Bear with me just a tick. I need to send a message. Right, onwards then. Back to the task at hand, which is gathering this rune. So, for those who have just tuned in and are unaware what we're doing, we're going for the Seal of Martyrdom, which is a pretty cool looking rune. It's chest rune, and it's basically Seal of Blood. It does a lot of damage, but the trade-off is you take a bit of damage, and there's also a mana component to it. Which I swear is what Seal of Blood used to be. I could be wrong, but I remember distinctly that's what Seal of Blood was. So, I mean, that'll be better for an aspiring Ret than Aegis, and should give me some decent mana regen, as well as just everything else. Obviously, taking a bit of damage, that's not ideal in Classic, because you would get flattened, but it seems to do a hell of a lot more damage than these two do. So it should be worth the trade-off. It might even just completely replace Seal of Righteousness. So that is something. Oh, no, it's avoid the nose. Yeah, so no, there's a thing down there. I'll get that in a minute. But yeah, said go to the intersection, the little island at the intersection of all three zones. So this is what I imagine to be that little island. Ah. Yes, Ada Gelhart. Hello, darling. How are we? So it's you. I have done as your master's asked and apostatized. Apostatized. Please accept me. Oh, Cult of the Damned. You are one of them. I walk a different path, one in direct opposition to your own path. If you're still focused on the light, then you and I are enemies as far as I'm concerned. Well, let's have a Barney then. If you think we're enemies, I'm always down to bludgeoned. Yeah, well, I did the rebuke. Oh, my mother of Christ. You, yeah. No, no, no. No, 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 Ada. Darling, I know I said let's fight, but you are taking the piss somewhat. Okay, I might have to come back. This is mean. What the? Okay. Yes, it is, I believe, time for a tactical retreat. Run away! And brave Sir Robin ran away. Okay, yes, to be fair, I did the, oh, Stuart just now, I'm in Duskwood. I shouldn't be here. This is wrong. I did, yeah, the one for Rebuke, and that was surprisingly challenging. I'm liking this, actually, that these are hurting. I haven't had much of an issue with runes up to this point. I go and do them, and particularly on a hunter, you just point your pet in a direction and it falls down. So, damn. Okay. I am severely underprepared for this. I like that. This is a humbling moment. And it also proves I've gotten far too comfortable with Wrath Ret and having Divine Storm on tap. That... Yes. Good Jesus. Yeah, I'll just come back later. Like, I'm in no immediate rush. I just thought it would be cool to pick up. Anyway, I still haven't fucking... actually, it'll probably be quicker to Hearthstone than run down from there. I need to change my Hearthstone to Goldshire. Right, let's have a look at professions, because that was a little bit, yes, humbling is the word. Well, that was that was fun. Yeah, I don't mind coming back and doing it later, but that was just fun to lose. I like it. It's also one of the reasons why I want to get back into hardcore, but I know I would probably get bored pretty quickly again. Is that you can't really fail at hardcore, and I do kind of like cocking up sometimes because it's the name of the game. Right, let's go down there and let's just head east and do all the quests up here. Go to Eastvale and the like. That should toughen me up a bit. I'll even see if I can make myself some. Well, that's pointless. The braces are an improvement. So I need a blacksmith hammer as well. Bloody hell! I'm forgetting to buy all the supplies I need. Yeah, let's go and do some smelty schmelts. Uh, right. Ooh, I can make chain pantaloons. Let's crack on. Yeah, I like hardcore as a concept, and I have played it a fair amount. I've got a hunter at the minute. She's level 38, and I've not played it properly in a while. And it was good fun when I was doing it with my guild. We'd go into the dungeons together, and it was just good fun. But when this came out, and when I'm playing Wrath, I like to do stupid stuff, and hardcore doesn't really encourage stupid stuff. You've got to be a degree of sensible about things, and I'm the kind of person that will run headlong into a pack of mobs just to see if I can kill them. Right, I need a hammer. Where's the trade supplies fellow? You're over there. Yeah, I think my hunter's level 38, so she's decently high. So like I might go back at some point to try and finish her off if I can, just so I've done it. But I don't know. I'm not too fussed. I know a lot of people like it, and I suppose actually for streaming and videos a lot, it's actually a gold mine because if you cock up, you go back to stage one, and that's an armada of content really. Um, but for me, I don't like that one mistake could cost me weeks, months of progression. That would just do my trolley in. Right, let's smelt these. Yeah, I do a lot, particularly when I play a hunter. Hunters aren't the most complex, and I've been playing a hunter since original vanilla when I was about that big. Um, so I do sort of just switch off and revert to muscle memory, but sometimes that means I don't pay attention to what's going on around me and get violently molested by a band of gnolls, which, yeah, that's just the name of the game. Right, let's see what is this an upgrade? They are an upgrade and slightly more fashionable. I'm not sure if that's true, but whatever. And let's make some braces. I'll summon you. I can't actually use you yet, but oh well. And then I can speak to Argus over there, and maybe he's got something else I can make. But yeah, like, this is why I'm preferring Season Discovery over Hardcore as an entity, because there is enough that I don't know. Like, I am reading up on where to go and find the runes, because I've done my fair share of just exploring now my other characters. I'm not too fussed about wading through every possible little nook and cranny to find a potential rune. Like, I want to know where I'm going, and that's all. It says go in this general direction. I'll go in that general direction and work it out for myself as best I can. So I'm fine with doing that. But in hardcore, if you don't really know where you're going, you're gonna die. And even when I know where I'm going, I still died twice. Like, my first hunt I made on launch night of hardcore, I got very unlucky. I went into the Barrow Dens in Teldrassil to Red Night of Hunter. Went to the Barrow Dens, and some asshole pulled a series of mobs on me, and it resulted in my unfortunate demise. And then the second time I died on hardcore, again another hunter, I went to go into the dead mines and I bugged out on the portal. Went to the portal, I DC'd, logged back in, and was dead. But the group I was in had cleared every mob up to it, so we don't know how I died. I just died. And I spent a good day just stewing because of that. That was, yeah. Then I made my third hunter, and she was much more successful. Okay, so let's just pop you on, stick rebuke there. Cool. Right, stick you there, and flog the other shite that I have no need for. I don't think I need a shadow gem for this. Could be wrong, but there we go. We'll find out. Right, onwards to the east, and let's go and bludgeon some more defiers. I can't really do anything else because I can only use hammers at the minute. I am Mace Man, wielder of blunt instruments. Let's just shift you so you are closer. There we are. Okay, so those quests over there, that's killing the local wildlife, and I think that's going to look for his friends who were unceremoniously eaten at a Murloc barbecue. And then there's Princess. Actually, Princess might be doable as a paladin now I've got Crusader Strike and stuff. Because she's nasty if you've got spells, let alone if you don't. Because of her little porcine entourage companion things that follow her around. So I might be able just to flatten her quickly and then run away screaming like a little girl. And that's, linen goods, bundle of trouble, so on and so forth. Happy days. La la la, lots of running through Elwyn Forest. To be fair, there are worse zones that you could run through. Oh yeah, the fence juggle. I like doing fence juggles. They're always fun. I did that actually in hardcore quite a lot. I fence juggle my hunter particularly before I got a pet. If there was a fence, yeah, it just made killing shit a lot easier. That's a wizard. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. Though, to be fair, I think I should be good without doing the fence juggling with Crusader Strike. Like, this alone, it's insane. Like, why is that hidden? But it is bad that how just giving certain classes one extra ability makes them so much more viable in all forms of content. Like, I know it's not going to be the grand savior of paladins everywhere all the time, but just giving them Crusader Strike actually gives them a chance. And I'm all down for that. Right, Mr. Thomas of the Guard variety. Concerns, L further, yes. Yeah, go find Raw Malachite, go kill Prowlers and other such things. Right, let's go and get these quests and pray that a bag makes an appearance at some point, otherwise I'm gonna have to fork out for one. I'd rather use that money on learning how to use swords, because there's a lot of those in Westfall. Some pretty good ones in Westfall. It's very weird doing this character again. I've said it a few times now. This was my first character when Classic first came out, and I leveled with friends, and I was with my then guild, and we were doing like Discord and all of that, and it was very lively and fun and a big party basically. Now it's just me on my Todd wandering around. Right, let's go find. I think that's Rolf or Malachi. No, I think that's Malachi and that's Rolf. Right, let's go and do the thing. Are there any? There's one. There's a prowler. It's two prowlers. Right. Is there any wood? Looking for wood in this place is a fucking arseache in and of itself. Gotta be careful in this area. Like again, the areas like this in hardcore, it's just an arseache because unless you've got a certain toolkit, you will just get mangled by the respawns. Because Murlocs are evil at the best of times, but you give Murlocs a hyper respawn and they are the devil. Because I saw a mage get unceremoniously mangled by that camp up there. He cleared them all out. I was on the edges. I was just like picking one or two off. But he was burning through them at a rate of knots, and I think he was heading towards a chest or something. And then he just got caught out. They all respawned around him and ate him. And there's only so much your Frost Nova will do when 4 or 5 Murlocs come nipping at your heels. Now you are actually hurting me now. This is not fair. Oh, that's a bundle of wood. Lovely jubbly. To be fair, I am a bit on the lower side. But this is kind of the only place I can go. I've done the other quests. Let's actually have a look at the runes in a moment. Where are you, Google? The great oracle itself. So martyrdom I'll do when I'm a bit higher because that's not happening. Okay, the Horn of Lordaeron needs me to kill some poor bastard in the Jangle Lode mine. Fair enough. No healing potion for you, Murloc. That's just rude. Only I can do that. Divine Sack. Oh, that's that one. That's the really annoying quest. Jared's Landing. I need to go find the adventurer's remains. Oh, that means I need to go and make friends with someone. Oh, is that an upgrade? That is. Alright, let's go pop that on. Avenger Shield, that's a rare elite. That's off the Thias mobs. In Duskwood. Right. Well, I mean, that one might be a decent go-to. Let's have a look at the legs a second. Yeah, there's... So, for Brett Paladins, you got... Well, Inspiration Exemplar, that's just basically from a totem. But, yeah, I think Exorcist is the best bet because you can use Exorcism. So this might just play like a Wrath rare. And that's actually the feeling I'm getting with a lot of these runes, is it all rather feels like Wrath / Kata incarnations of classes. I'm not fussed about discovering them, mate. I said it earlier. I've done my share of running around and discovering runes. I'm just happy to vaguely learn where to go and what to do, and then just wing it. I take it you've got a paladin then. As you seem to know an awful lot about them. I need to go over here. Why am I going that way? Oh, that one. Yeah, I've got that one. That's the Aegis one. I grabbed that. I was very lucky in that one. Yeah, I've got the one from that one. I was having a nosy for the rare elite in there. Found the rare elite, killed the rare elite, and then found the bloke. And was able to cure him of his spider poison. Though, frankly, if I was in his position, I'd rather be dead, because being surrounded by all those massive spiders would be hell. Anyway, Yeah, I think I've got all the ones I can really reasonably get for my level right now, because um, I've got Aegis, which is from there. I've got the first one, which is Crusader Strike. I've got Rebuke, which was from Stormwind. I can get the Inspiration Templar, whatever it's called, Tremor Totem, basically. I can get that, but I need to go and find someone to do the remains with. Isn't there a quest where I've got to go and collect Murloc scales? I think that's after the frontier one. Never mind. I can. There's plenty of Murlocs I can murder. Right, I've got to fight my way through, and well, actually, I can go around the edge and not get severely molested by our froggy friends. Yes, let's not pull them. That would be most unfortunate. I'd probably die. Never fuck out of them. Right, come here, you. But yeah, I was saying just now, I honestly think a lot of these classes are kind of being modeled after their Wrath Kata counterparts to a fair degree, because a lot of the spells that are available are there in Wrath, and the ones you will be using, like the combinations of, it does rather feel like I'm playing a Wrath version of my Hunter, for example. Can't really say much about Druid. I don't play Foul on my Druid. He's still Resto. But yeah, certainly for my Hunter, that was the feeling I got. And looking at all the stuff that I can grab on the Paladin that isn't, new and designed to designed to be a counterpart to Shamans. Yeah, it does just feel like they've gone, fuck it, stick all the Wrath items and Wrath abilities in there. That's all they need. And yeah, they aren't wrong. That's Rolf. Good. Send those back. Or do I get the Murloc quest after I hand this in? I don't recall which. Either way, there is a quest soon after which requires me to slaughter the local population of Murlocs quite angrily. Okay. Not that I suppose there is any such thing as a happy slaughter, mind you, but... You thief of logs! I hope parasites infest your anal passage, you asshole. Oh, give us a sec. I'm back. Sorry about that. Duty called, as it were. Right. Let's go and bludgeon these assholes. I keep saying that, but it's because it's true. I am just bludgeoning them with holy power and other such things. Yeah, how long have I been going so far? 2.5 hours. Yeah, I might have to go on a short break in a moment. I've got to go and do something for the missus. Fun times. I do love DIY. Okay, well, you're not hurting me as badly as you were a level ago, so... Ooh, I can't use it because it's a sword. But, fuck's sake. The bears are always the worst of these two to find. You need less of them, but they just don't bloody exist. Come on, just die. You've been hit in the face with a big... Ooh, that's a first. Now, gimme, because that might give me some silver that I can then use to procure a bag, because I desperately, desperately need one. I got very lucky with this blue bag. I got it off the first Defias mob that I killed in the starting zone, and they have been conspicuously absent ever since. Go on, perish. I might be raiding tonight, actually. I'm not sure. If not, I may keep this going for a while. Whatever that is, there's an impromptu raid that's been set up by my guild, and I'm not sure whether or not I'm required for it. If not, I think I might stream well into the evening. We shall see. But I also do need to make food at some point as well. So again, we shall see. But I might do that. See how far we can get. I might start on gathering the runes on the other characters as well. Like I said, I might do earlier. It's particularly for my priest. He needs to get a few bits and pieces. I think he's only got 6 of the 12. And yeah. People are wanting me to heal, and I have exactly zilch in terms of healing runes. So I need to go and get that sorted at some point. Well, it's starting to slow down a bit on the Paladin. Now we're on level 10. Still much nicer to have Crusader Strike than not. But I think when we get like the new seal and later on when I can get Divine Storm, for example, it should pick up. I would imagine so. I don't really see why it wouldn't feel fairly decent. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that find minerals and what have you buggers off when you die. That would have been a good thing to remember. Let's go and grab the copper. I have exactly no space. Okay, oh, I can use that, that's fine. That's nearly nice. I need one of each of them, a few more bundles. I say a few, I need 6. So the majority of bundles of wood, and then I can go down here and batter the Defias once again. I do love the way MMOs work. Yeah, I'm going to give it a level 10. But I do love that, you know, in regards to MMOs, it's like, adventure, there's this threat, you know, these angry bandits have taken over this entire farm. We can't afford to send in the troops, you know, we're spread too thin. And then this one lowly ass paladin with what amounts to a brick on a stick walks in and just brains the lot of them and saunters off again. Just, how ineffectual are the Stormwind army that they cannot handle the Defias, yet me, some poxy-ass paladin, can clear out an entire farm's worth of bandits? I know that's just the game aspect of it, and in lore I wouldn't stand a chance, but it still amuses me nevertheless. Like, I am a trained soldier. I have all this armor, all these shiny swords and resources, but I can't do it. You're clearly a more experienced fighter. You're dressed in essentially rags. You're a hobo, but you can do it. Yeah. But to be fair, that's the thing with most games. Like Assassin's Creed, I used to be a very big fan of Assassin's Creed, particularly the older games. And like Black Flag, for example, I love that game. But when you think about it, you've got the British Royal Navy, the French Navy, the Spanish Navy, and just an assortment of pirate hunters out there, and you're just blowing them all up. You are the most fearsome thing on the ocean. Nothing can stop you. You can board a man of war and gut everyone on board and then sink the ship. And you can just do that again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Like, it is kind of like someone just put God mode on, and you become this immortal murder machine. That is assuming you can parry correctly. There's some bottles of wood. But it is, I suppose, the power fantasy of playing a video game, being some sort of brutal, god-killing madman. Right, one more after this, and then we can go and deal with the Defias at the farm. And now this last bundle is going to be... Oh, no, there's two there. I spoke too soon. Ah, see, now I can go and speak to Brian. Yes, I'm not going to bother with Senor Stoutmantle just yet. Oh, it's a vein. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That reminds me of something my mate said when we first went through this. I was a little bit insufferable when Classic first came out. Not for anything bad, but my Paladin was a herbalist, so anytime I was running down the road, oh, see, that would have been nice. Actually, it's not really all that good. Anytime I was running down a road and I saw a node appear on the minimap, I would just veer off and run into the forest and end up in a skirmish with 3 or 4 pigs whilst I tried to pick a flower. And I will admit, it did slow things down quite a lot. And, oh, there's another vein over there. And there was a point I was shouted at for doing it. It's kind of the benefit of doing this. Oh, God. I've got to kill them. Right, you come here. Oh, there's 2 of you. Oh, bollocks and botheration. Right. Right, let's put might on. I keep forgetting to refresh might. I'm used to 30-minute mites. Though I should be able to survive this if I can kill this one. Right. Stun you. Let's get a heal off. Come on. No, no, no. No, no, dear. No deaths. Thank you. I intend to live. Oh, don't miss. I need that to hit so I get my mana back. That's just not fair. Alright, I should be able to pull this off. Yeah, we're good. Tight though that was, it was done. I swear to God if they respawn. Nope. I just get molested by that one. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but my dog is going mental. That is the sign I need to bugger off for 5 minutes. So I'm going to park my ass here, sod that. So bear with me, I shall return shortly, and my watch has died. Of course it has. Right, back in a minute. Hello, I'm back. For now. Right, let's crack on. And, yes. See what we can do. Oh, that vein's gone? Of course it is. Never mind. Let's crack on with the quest. So, go handle those in, and then go deal with the Defias. Lovely jubbly. You, sir, should perish. Because I need a very, very big weapon to make Crusader Strike lethal again. That's going to be the thing, isn't it? I think if we ever get to 60 and we do things like Molten Core and yada 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 again, with Crusader Strike now being in the game, ooh, yay, healing pots. Oh, never mind, hold on. Yeah, Paladins are going to be wanting the big sexy axes and maces and swords and whatnot, more so than they did before. Because Crusader Strike just works off of the weapon damage, which, you know, can you imagine a ret with Might of Menethil and Crusader Strike? That, my friends, is going to be a good time for every paladin in the land. There's a vein over here, yay. And we can give Princess a go. I may, however, have to wrap things up earlier than anticipated, as I have been summoned to do things. However, there is some time between then and now, or now and then, or however you want to put it. So we'll just crack on for now, and when I have to bugger off, I will just bugger off. And I might crop back up later, depending on whether or not I will be reading. And of course, the respawns are instantaneous. To be fair, Aegis might save my ass a little bit dealing with Princess if I loot him then. If I just go in for the run in and hit it very hard technique. It's only block, but it should do something, hopefully. Oh, this was a mistake. I think I may have ballsed up on this one. Oh, I do have some new healing pots. Let's just drag them onto my bars. Oh, you asshole. Yeah, I probably should have done the what's it? Defense, juggle, trick, malarkey. But they are dealt with nice and easy. I say easy. I'm very nearly dead. A few times over. So, actually, I need to make some room for the collar. I'll keep that for now, because it's a nice little thing to have. Oh, there's another waylaid supplies thing. Yes, and sorry if you hear some banging and what have you. There is some stuff happening downstairs. And when the stuff happening downstairs comes upstairs, it is then that I must vanish into the ether for God knows how long. Right, 2 bandanas. Let's get the next 4. And hope that, like in Northshire, these arseholes bequeath me a bag. Because I'm in dire need of space. At least the bandanas are dropping fairly consistently. I mean, I may live to regret saying that, but normally these bandanas, at least in my experience, are a complete bugger to get a hold of. Don't want to pull those guys in there because they're nasty at the best of times. And yes, I don't think I have the toolkit yet to be dealing with 3 equally leveled mobs. I can barely handle 1 equally leveled mob and 2 lower ones. Right. Oh, where are you? Right, it's still confusing whenever I see these random creatures just floating around Elwyn. Why the hell is there a parrot? I know, it's a polymorph, but my God, that's my brain immediately goes, "Ooh, that's a rare. Go and kill it." No, it's just some poor sod that's been turned into a glorified pigeon by an angry wizard. Right, I need to sod it. I'll get. Actually, are those? No, they aren't. Cool. Let's just pick up the linen so I can make some bandages. This was surprisingly painless. This area normally results in a couple of deaths if you aren't paying attention. But to be fair, the respawn rate. Oh, there's a chest in there. No, see, because she will fucking eat me before I get anything done. But yeah, the respawn rate on these mobs is usually pretty high. I can get swamped, but at the same time, they don't normally drop their bandanas so willingly. There have been some times where I've spent at least an hour just killing these mobs because the bandanas have refused to make an appearance. So it is nice that they're being less painful. Ooh, hello, warrior gloves. Yes, I will take you. You are a sexy upgrade. Right, yeah, just delete those. Let's just glue you in. I say sexy upgrade. You've just got more armor on and you're a blue color. Like, you're hardly anything special, but I suppose that is the magic of leveling early on in Classic. The greys and the whites are... they're still fun to get. Mallet of the Carpenter's variety. Could go one-handed, I suppose. Glue a shield on. Nah, I'll stick with two-handed for now. Ooh, I think there's a bloke doing the rune down at Jared's Landing, which I kind of want to go and do. What I'll do is if I get the last bandana, I'll wander down there and see if he's still looking for someone. Ooh, minor healing pot. Yeah, I need you. Don't. Oh, get rid of the apples. Actually, I head in there anyway because the bandanas I can get down there, so that's kind of a two birds, one stone sort of thing. Very good indeed. Onwards we go. Hopefully, the adventurers' remains, or what have you, are still down there at Jared's Landing, and that should. What is it? It's the inspiration exemplar, whatever it's called, the tremor totem effect. I think you get from that. It is weird that they have given paladins this stuff, like to match shaman and shaman to match paladin. I get it because they would kind of meant to be the respective version of each other for the factions. But I would be like, just yeah, okay, do that, but also just give them the classes. Give Alliance Shaman, give Horde Paladin. I don't care what you got to do, but I mean, even if you didn't want to give like introduce Draenei and Blood Elves, you could still say make Tauren Paladin, um, Tauren to become Paladin later on, and Dwarves Shaman because same thing. That way you could have both classes on either side of on either faction, and you'd still have the original 8 races. That'd be cool. And I think in something like Season of Discovery, that's the time and place to get away with a change like that. Right, Jared's Landing. Where is this adventurer's remains? Is it here or is it like around here somewhere? No, Google has crapped itself again. Right. Yeah, Google has crapped itself again. Google, I need your help, dear. Where am I looking? East of Gerard's Landing. So, what, up here? Oh, hold on. Right. I don't know what the hell's going on with my stream at the minute. It's See, on my end, it's bugging and all the things changing and I don't know. I'll have to have a look at that at some point. Right. So the oh, I mean, Tauren Paladins are kind of weird. I grant you, but I like weird. Weird works for me. Undead Paladin would also work, to be fair. If you can be an Undead Priest, you could be an Undead Paladin. I've always found that odd. I don't get why Undeads can't be Paladins. You don't require extra dedication to the light to be a Paladin needed to the Priest. So, yeah, I can see Undead Paladin working. And it would be good if they just do away with the pretense of Shaman being Horde and Paladins being Alliance. I mean, they did that in the Burning Crusade. So just give us the thing and let's play. Right, I believe the adventurer's remains are meant to be around here somewhere, according to what I have read. But it doesn't appear to be. Let me just double check the coordinates. So it's 52, 84, 6. Right, 52. That's a bit further away than I thought it would be. So it should be what, down here? On the coast somewhere? Maybe it's just not spawned. That is also a possibility. It may not, may just be on. Oh, hello. I'm stopping. Okay, so it's around here. Okay. Well, I just know it's around here then. If it does crop up again, I'll come and have a ganders. Right. There's a shaman. Why is there a shaman in Elwyn Forest? That's wrong. I feel dirty saying that. You're a hoardy. Go away. This is sacred alliance ground. Hold on, has the sound stopped? it has. I don't get why the sound stopped playing. I wondered what was wrong. Something felt very, very wrong. Has the sound not been playing this entire time? I could have sworn it has been. It's entirely possible. I have played everything up to this point with no game sound. What an idiot. Why don't you do one tick of that? Come back. Go back. Well, I am a class-ass moron. Hold on.
Inventory is full.
Right, the thing I said was happening is happening, so I'm going to have to bounce. So I will be back later, assuming I'm not raiding. So, I don't know, 6-ish, 7-ish. So, if you're around, as far as, and you fancy watching me make a bigger prat of myself than I already have, do feel free to stop by. But yes, I am required. I can hear the things shifting. So, thank you for watching, and we should get 10 and get the, what's it? The seal later. That'll be grand. Anywho, let's just finish this mining. Ta-ra!